Schenectady. Oh, you wanna battle Zep, son? I'm glad as heck. Hit you with the boom pow like I'm Adam West.
What's up, guys? It's your boy Blood Sausage. I just wanted to talk about a recent pickup that I had about a really cool character, and I think it's a good time to scoop one of these up if it's a character that you guys like. So the book I am talking about is X-Men number 58. It's a great Neil Adams cover, and it's the first in costume appearance of Havok. And I always felt like he was an underappreciated character. I liked his character design. I liked his skill set, his powers, and always like in Cyclops' shadow, I felt. And he did have his own team, I guess, Mutant X. It was an alternate reality where Cyclops dies and Havok becomes the leader of the X-Men. And I actually picked this up in the Pence variant, which if you look on eBay or wherever you decide to shop, Hip Comic, My Comic Shop, all great places in my opinion, you see that there are far less Pence copies. Matter of fact, I had to wait on this because I seen one, but this one was in actually pretty good condition, which when I seen it I had to bite down and pull the trigger, even though it did sting a little. I am happy with my purchase. He's not a hot character, so I didn't have to pay up for it, but I think this being a Silver Age key, especially that it's a Pence variant, they are actually underappreciated and many times go for less, which makes no sense at all because it's literally the same exact comic, but it's distinguished by it's basically a price variant, and the Canadian price variants, which are newsstands, and newsstands are valued far more. I just believe that it hasn't been picked up on yet, how rare these are, because you will pay a premium for Remark Jewelers also. But I think it's a great time to pick up these Pence variants because of that, because eventually common sense will prevail, and these books will have their day in the sun, I believe. But either way, even the regular American version, I think, is a great one to own if you like the character. This is, like I said, a character that I always liked, and I wanted to get this before any X-Men stuff shows up on the big screen. All right, guys, that's it for today. Just a quick note on my pickup. What do you guys think? Havok? Thumbs up, thumbs down? Let me know. Thank you. I'll see you in the next one. So I just seen Swaggle video on 4th of July, and today being the 4th of July. Happy 4th, everyone. And he touches on and he makes some great points about how American comics are valued more than Pence comics, because they are. He brought up two similar comparable comics. One was First Store, Journey into Mystery 83, where the Pence sold for more, but it sold for only a few $100 more, when it probably should have sold for double of what the American qualified green label sold for. And the other example was an X-Men 1, where they were the same grade, but it went for, the American one went for $1,000 more. So I would just like to add that I think, right, and I could be wrong, but my belief is that the market is kind of like controlled, by older collectors, whales, as maybe they would be considered whales, like and they are in cryptocurrency or and certain other things. And I believe the whales of the comic book industry they have the American copies more so than the Pence, because the Pence are much more rare and harder to get a hold of. And it's like when people argue versus which is the first appearance of Wolverine, which one is more valuable, well, the joke is it's whichever one you have, right? Or whichever one you have is the one that you're gonna, argue for and suggest is the book to own for that particular character, which is Wolverine, Hulk 180 or Hulk 181. I believe it's the same thing when it comes to these Pence variants. I think that there's some real mega keys around the Silver Age that are American, and there's some printed for the UK. Like I said earlier in my video, it's the same book. It was just a price variant for that was which was actually, they were actually printed first because they had to release around the same time. So for them to release around the same time, they had to be printed first and shipped first before the American copies were printed and then released here in America. So those are the true first prints. And I believe collectors, when you get into like collecting and something is worth more because of how rare it is, relatively rare, you kind of, if you want it for like somewhere to like park your money, or you want to have a valuable collection, pride of ownership, all that kind of stuff, I think that you want to have the most rare version of a particular comic. And that's why the newsstands and high grade go for more. Mark Jewelers, Canadian price variants. I think that it's the same book, but it's a rarer version of that book, and it's nice to have that little extra collectability factor to your particular collectible. So and that's all I just wanted to add. I think for that reason that I stated, the whales in the comic book world it's to their benefit for their books to be worth more. I think as the more information is out there and the more information we have and collect, people will, I think there'll be a shift, just like how there's been a shift in, like I said, newsstands and Mark Jewelers. People want the more rarer version of that same collectible. And I love that video, Swag. I know you probably don't watch the channel, but great video. And it's funny because I just finished recording my Havok Pence copy earlier today, and then I didn't get around to editing it, and then I seen your video, which made me just add this to the back end of my video. Well, thanks again, guys. I'll see you next time.
Schenectady. Oh, you wanna battle Zep, son? I'm glad as heck. Hit you with the boom pow like I'm Adam West.